Okay, we're recording. All right, welcome everybody. This was our regular team call. I gotta move over that plant, it's like an antler. This was our regular team call, and I had this idea as we were leaving Cabo. I'm like, Monica, let's do a call about how we've been, how we've been able to build six-figure businesses. And so she was like, great, I think that's a great idea. And we got it ready. And I thought I maybe should tell my network about this because I think that's a good recruiting opportunity. And so I just double checked with Zach Bradley real quick because I knew that it might kind of go viral. And he was like, yep, that's great. I love it. And it did go viral. So I'm very glad I checked. I have shared this call link with, I don't know, about 30 Zaya reps who aren't part of our team, and then several other people as well. And I know a lot of you guys have been sharing as well. So I hope this is a good call. I hope it's valuable for you. But because there are a lot of guests on this call, and welcome, by the way, we're not going to do any team announcements or anything on this call. We'll save that maybe for next week. Stay tuned for that. So this call is just about how we've been able to build six-figure businesses. And we're going to go over, we've got 11 different tips, and then we'll have some time for questions at the end. But before we go into those, I just have to, give the disclosure. This is, this is just our experience. We are in no way saying that any sort of income is guaranteed with Zaya. It is totally up to each individual rep and his or her efforts in this business. So now we're covered, and Monica, you can take it away.
All right, well, welcome everyone. It's exciting to see so many faces on tonight. Like Katie said, we are on course to earn six figures this year, and to say those words is still crazy. No matter how many times I say it or hear it, it's still it's really hard to believe that this business has taken us this far in such a quick time. Katie and I have only been in the business for 2 years. We are both in the top 1% of the company. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just telling you that to show you what you can do in such a short amount of time. This business is so small right now. And it's just, we're just sitting on a gold mine right now. We have, both Katie and I were Beachbody coaches for over 4 years, I think, close to 5. And I definitely didn't come anywhere close to what I'm making right now after 5 years. No, I mean, not even close. And I know Katie she did pretty well, but again, I don't think she was anywhere close to what she's making now with Beachbody. Obviously, it has a lot to do with timing. We both got into Beachbody when, oh gosh, there was hundreds of thousands of reps when we got into the company. So we definitely weren't anywhere close to the ground level like we are with Zaya. When I joined, I was 303 in the company, and Katie was, I think, right on 361 or 362, somewhere around there. So we are, all of us on this call right now we're considered ground level. We were talking to Zach Bradley, who is, Katie mentioned, the president of Zaya, when we were in Cabo, and we were saying, how much longer are we going to be considered ground level? And he was like, you guys, for a long time. He goes, we can open, and he mentioned it. He said UK, Australia. So obviously they're already thinking along those lines. So, the potential is just crazy. He said, as long as you stick with this and don't give up and keep going and keep putting in the work, everybody that's in it right now can easily make those six figures, and even make those six figures in a month, which that's even kind of takes your breath away when you think about it. So we are all in this. Just because Katie and I, were, earlier than you, the potential is the same for all of us. We will all get there if we just stick with it. So super duper exciting. And obviously the activewear business is not going anywhere. It's projected to be over 70 billion in 2020. So again, it's just going, everybody's wearing it, everybody's, always in it, no matter what, if you work out or not. So, and then our product, our product is awesome. I was a Lululemon lover for years, and Zaya, the quality is there. It's no different than Lulu. And I just love that. All those high-end brands, we totally can compare with them, which is awesome. So, and I was talking to Erin, our CEO, Erin, on the trip, and she was like, oh, we were just kind of throwing out ideas. And she said, again, the potential is endless with what we have here. We can add anything. And I was like, shoes, can we add shoes? She was like, oh, I would love to do that. So it's just super exciting because we're so new that we can go all different directions, and this can just explode even more. And again, the timing, we're so young. We're only in month, I think 34 or 30, no, 32 actually. And again, direct sales companies don't even hit their exponential growth until month 36 to 72. So Katie and I feel the momentum for sure. But I think it's just going to keep, getting better and better. So it's just really exciting. So you all are on this call, you all have the potential to just explode and have, a huge business too. So send it back to you, Katie.
Okay, awesome. I got a text during that, Monica, from somebody on the call saying this is exciting already. So well done. That's how we feel every time we talk about it. And we just honestly feel like we're on a rocket ship and we're just strapped in, and it's like such a fun ride. And you sort of feel like you want to throw up at times because it's so exhilarating, but you're just strapped in and you're just along for the ride. But you guys, it really does feel to me like this is it. So for me, I just know that I'm going to dig my heels in, and I'm going to work as hard as I can for the next 5 or 6 years and take full advantage of the timing that is right now, so that I can live the rest of my life however I want. But the truth of the matter is, working this job feels like the biggest gift. I absolutely love getting out of bed every day to do this job. It does not feel like a job 98% of the time. Okay, so let's go into, I kind of looked at Monica and I and our businesses. By the way, we started together, and so we sort of decided then that we would run the team together, which has been a very big blessing, because as the team gets bigger, it does get to be a lot of work, and neither one of us have assistants yet. I'm sure that's coming, but it's been really valuable to be able to bounce ideas off of each other and work as a unit. So that's something I might throw your way as a suggestion. It is not one of my tips for building a 6-figure business, but it's just like an extra suggestion. If you have a partner that you would work really well with, it might make it a little more fun and a little bit easier down the road. But anyway, I looked at our businesses and I kind of looked at what we've been doing from the beginning, and it was really fun to kind of pull these things out. So if you're hoping that we give you like a secret formula, there is no secret. So if you were hoping for that, you might just want to hop off the call, because there is no secret. The secret is there's no secret, but there are things that we do consistently over time, and ways that we think about our business that I do think is helpful. So with no further ado, we've got 11 tips. So if you're taking notes, this is number 1. We are in this for the long haul, so we have a long view mentality. We plan to be in this till the end. So when we joined, we weren't like, okay, we'll try it for. Am I frozen?
You were.
Okay. We'll try it for, a few months and see. We jumped in, we saw the potential, and we're in it. So, I get really frustrated when people sign up and they say, I'll give it 3 months and see what happens, because I know that they won't be successful. Because here's the deal. If you have this $1 million opportunity in front of you, is it only going to take 3 months? Of course not. No way. No brick and mortar business would you ever open and say, I'll just keep it open for 3 months. I'll come in occasionally and see what happens, see if customers show up. And, if I want the day off, I might close early. And no, it is a very low buy-in. So it's tempting to think of it like that, but it's such a huge gift that we have to treat it like we spent, $100,000 to open this business. If you think about it like that and work it like that, you'll have so much better outcomes. So we're playing for the long game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. All of those, kitschy phrases, that's how we really feel. And remember, we're 2 years in. So we've been successful from the beginning, but we haven't been making this kind of money from the beginning. So, I think 2 years to be making 6 figures selling activewear is like unbelievable. And I imagine by next year it will be it's just going to be insane. I'm not going to throw out numbers because I don't want to get in trouble, but I see the big picture, and it's just going nowhere but up. So that's our first one. If you're in the long haul, Krista says throw those numbers, but you're in it for the long haul. And here's a number. I'll say it. Zach said it, so it's not me. It's not me. It's Zach Bradley. He said, we were talking to him in Cabo, and we were talking about the potential, and Lindy Galt, who's on the trip, was just asking him about, can I still be successful? I just started recently. Can I still have the success Monica and Katie are having? And he was like, yeah, just don't quit. Like, anybody that gets in now and doesn't quit, will have this kind of success. And he said, when you guys are making like 150, 200,000 a month, and I was like, I don't even know what else he was said after that, because I was just swimming and it just rolled off his tongue. And I don't know. Like that's what we have here, you guys. And it's not going to happen in 3 months. It might not even happen in 3 years, but maybe it happens in 5 years. And isn't that freaking amazing? So, okay, I'm going to move on because I could just keep talking about this one. Monica, you can go.
So another thing that we both do is our personal development. I know you hear it all the time, but honestly, it makes a world of difference. Listening to it just 15 minutes a day or reading 15 minutes a day is huge. Where your mind goes, your energy flows. So if we have a lot of people I've heard that say, I just can't recruit, I can't, it's because you keep telling yourself that you can't recruit. If you tell yourself you can recruit, you will do it, you will do it. When I hit Double I Exec last month, I seriously wrote every single day on my to-do list that I would hit Double I Exec by the end of the month, every single day. I had it on my phone. It was my screensaver. I had it posted on my my goal board. If I was, just sitting in the car or driving, I would say it to myself. It's so important to have your mind in the right place to hit those big goals. If you tell yourself you can't do it or it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Like you have to get your mind in the right place. So daily affirmations are huge. You just got to keep telling yourself how awesome you are and how you will do it. And I have no doubt that you will do it. Setting goals is huge too. So write down those goals, because when they're on paper, you see them, you're definitely more likely to hit them. So back to you, Katie.
Okay, number 3, we focus on team building over our personal sales. So this is different across lots of teams, but I really feel strongly in this one. We set a goal early on that we would hit 2,500 in sales every month. That would sort of be our target. The reason we picked 2,500 is because when we joined, there was a promo going on to earn a trip to Vegas, and to get there, you had to have 2,500 in sales, I think 3 months in a row. And so we were like, okay, we'll make that our goal. And it was a really big goal right after starting. Like being new, it just felt really big. But once we hit it, we realized, okay, we can do this. So that kind of became our standard. 2,500, that's our standard. And if you've been in Zaya for a while, you know that all of their promos are based on that 2,500 a month number. And the reason they have that number is because they've done research, and that is the number that they've figured out, that if you consistently hit 2,500 in sales, you are consistently growing your team, you're growing your customer base, and you are going to move your business forward with that number. So because of that, we really don't aim for like these crazy high months. Like, we have girls on our team hitting $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 for the month, which is absolutely amazing, and you should be so proud. But that isn't the standard. That isn't the goal. Your goal should not be to consistently have $9,000 months, because if that's where your energy is, you're not able to recruit and train and lead your team as well. We just don't have that much time. Most of us are working this in between other things like momming and, working other jobs. So yes, if you have like an exceptional month, that's so great. But after a while, if you're still hitting those months and your team isn't growing, you might need to look at that. Now, if you're a unicorn and you can do both, then that's amazing. Then keep going as long as you can, because we do want to get as many people in the close as possible. And, sales does that. But I really think that focusing your efforts on recruiting and building a team, that's where the magic is. So when Monica and I were on the Zaya cruise last October, we'd been reps for 1 year, and we met some friends on the ship who were doing, they were higher in the company than we were. We really, really liked them, and they were giving us some advice. And they were saying, I remember her husband saying, you guys, when your team members get to be around 100 people in your downline to around 150, that's the magic number. Something about that number creates this exponential growth. It's like he was saying, one day you log into your back office and you've got 3 new people in your downline, and then you've got 5, and then it's crazy. And so I held on to that number like so tight. And I watched my numbers. Okay, so that was October. I watched my numbers, and it'd be like, okay, this month I had 5 more, and this month I had 10 more. And then at the end of December 2008, what year is it? 2018, I had 99 people in my downline. I just checked, and I have 410. Okay, it was that number. I swear to God, I don't even understand. And again, please know, as a disclosure, I am no way saying that at 99 people or whatever that you're going to have massive success. This is just what happened to me, but it was really, really helpful for me to see, to have a number projection as a target, because targets are super, super helpful for me. And that only took me a little over a year. So a little over a year, aiming for that 2,500 a month and the 3 reps a month. Of course, some months I had more, whatever, but that got me to the 100, and then that just exploded. So, and I know that because I carefully track those with my husband. We have like a spreadsheet, and I monitor. And you guys, it's so crazy that exponential growth after that 100 is just, it's been so fun to watch. So focus on team building. The sales are great, but the sales are secondary in our books. Okay, number 4.
All right, so avoid burnout with self-care. So I live and breathe this business. Like, I am so passionate about it that it's hard for me to not ever think about Zaya. But if you're going 100 miles an hour every single day doing this business, you will get burnt out. So obviously, taking care of yourself is super duper important. Those workouts, those manicures, those shopping trips, those lunch dates, all of those are super important. But another thing that I was thinking about that is super important is just celebrating those successes, big or small. I was telling Katie that, last month I was ultra focused on hitting double Zaya exec, and I honestly don't really remember too much of the month. Like, it was just crazy. I was just there. But at the end of the month, I was drained. Like, I just felt, I did not feel good for like the whole week after. I was just exhausted mentally. So, obviously that's not how I run my business all the time, but it just proved to me that you just need to step back, and take some time for yourself. I still work my day job 2 days a week, 2 10-hour days, which I think really helps me to disconnect a little bit from this business. I'm still like answering messages here and there between patients, but just having those 2 days a week that I am just not at my computer and not constantly thinking about this business really helps. So take some time for yourself. You don't need to do this 24/7. like Katie said, we're all in it for the long haul. So just, stay consistent is the key. Don't take a month off, but or a week off. Just, take a day here and there for yourself to just, step back. Like I said, celebrate those successes and enjoy this ride, because it's going to be a great one. All right, Katie.
Yeah, that's so important, isn't it? Like just enjoying the journey, because the journey's like the whole point. I have to work on that. Okay. What are we doing? Oh, number 5. Okay. Go for every promo. So Zaya is always doing a promo there, for bonuses or a watch or shoes or trips. Go for every one of them. I think it's really important to be a leader to the team and to show them not only what's possible, but to show your team like what to do. And we want everyone to go for the promos because we want everyone on the trips. We want everyone earning the Nikes. We want, we want them to be celebrated by the company. And so going for every promo is I just think it's really important. It keeps your business fresh. It keeps you working on those habits, and we're going to get to that in a few minutes, but it keeps you in the game. As you grow a large team, it can be really easy to kind of sit back on your laurels a little bit, especially if you really enjoy the leadership part. Like I just love the leadership part and the trainings and all that. Like I could just do that full time. But if you pull out of your business too much and stop working it by getting the sales and getting the reps, then it will slow down, because people are always going to drop off, you guys. And that's maybe one of the frustrating parts about this business is you're really you always have to kind of keep working it a little bit. Yes, you can slow back at different times and you can create your schedule and this and that, but it's not like Monica said, I mean, take a few days off, but if you take a month off, it is you're going to notice a little bit of lag. So, I hope that's not frustrating for you, but if you're looking to make, $100,000 a month, I think it's worth it. So go for every promo. They will be announcing the promo for the next fall, this Zaya Success trip. I don't even know if that's what they call it. That's what I'm calling it. Probably in January. That needs to be on your vision board. There's no reason you all shouldn't be there. It's totally doable. I feel like they make it attainable. It's not just for a certain rank. It's not just for, these special reps who are, this is for people who are just working hard and setting that goal. So make sure that you go for the promo. If you don't get it, that's okay, but you'll at least move your business forward in trying to get it.
All right. So the next tip is keep your blinders on. I'm probably one of the best people to talk about this, because honestly, I don't follow anybody else's business. I follow Katie's, and I follow the people on our team. But honestly, I don't look at other reps. I don't look at other legs. I don't look above me. I don't look around me. I only worry about myself, and I worry about my team. What they're doing does not affect me in any way whatsoever. I'm happy they're having success. It doesn't bother me in any way whatsoever. So I do feel bad sometimes, like not watching everybody's stories or not, commenting on every post, but I am just focused on what I need to do. I worry about myself. Like I said, I worry about my team, and I'm worried about what I need to do, because all that extra static is not helping my business at all. What I could, if you're looking around at what everybody else is doing, you're not doing your own work. So keep your blinders on, just worry about yourself, and move straight ahead. Katie.
Okay, number 7, focus on helping your team reach their goals, and then you will automatically reach your goals. This one is really fulfilling for us. It is funny how when you take the focus off of what you want or what you need, and you focus on your team, like it just all happens. Isn't that amazing how that works? So I know, we are a business with ranks and hitting this and that and all that stuff. And that's good and all fine. But if you just focus on helping your people get where they want to go, you will, as a byproduct, get where you want to go. So if you're feeling stuck in that whole, like, I need to rank advance, or I need this, bonus or whatever, just pull back, because that creates a little bit of a bad energy, like a oh, there's a word, like a, meat, I don't know, I can't get the word, but just it's resentment. That wasn't it, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it creates that kind of bad energy, and then it really does like create a block, I think, from allowing us to get those goals. So if we can just, I always, if I feel like I'm getting in that bad energy, I pull back, and then I look at my people and I say, what can I help you with? What are you working on? And that always makes that a little bit better. Okay, Monica.
All right. Habit focused. Again, it's boring stuff, but it's what grows your business. Having one event per week, striving for those 3 reps a month, doing your daily reach outs, doing your daily follow-ups, your personal development, journaling. Like, it's all boring stuff. But it's the stuff that grows your business. All those small things that you do every day are going to pay off, and that's what grows your business. So, I'm very structured. I love routine. So, it's just very easy for me. Again, on my to-do list this month, the very top thing is, add 4 reps to my team. And every single day I add 4 reps to my team. And I'm reaching out every single day to new people, planting those seeds. So it's just, and following up with people that may have said no, 6 months ago. So it's boring stuff, but it's the stuff that you have to do in order to move your business ahead. You can't wait for people to come to you. Like, you have to go to those people. You have to reach out. So, yeah, if you're just posting pictures on social media every day and just hoping that people are going to message you to sign up to be a rep, very seldom does that happen. You have to reach out to them and keep reaching out and keep following up with customers, and you have to do all that boring stuff. Yes. And atomic habits, for sure. Those daily habits add up. All right.
Number 9, just like on the plane where you put your oxygen mask on first and then help others, I feel like it's that way with your business too. Sometimes I sit down to work and there are, it's like, all these notifications, all these things, and messages from reps, and this for the team, and so on and so forth. But I'm like, first, I need to post on social media because I have to take care of my business first. My business has to come first. Your businesses have to come first. I don't know what the breakdown is. 70-30, 70% your time is spent on yours, 30% on your reps. I don't know. I feel like I'm more like 60-40 probably at this point. I don't know what the right number is, but I know that you should spend a little bit more time on your business than all of your team. Because remember, guys, we have to be, it's a bit of a juggling act, but you can't let the habits that got you where you get to, that place, you can't let those go, or your business will be shaky. So those, like Monica just said, those habits, 2,500 a month, the 3 reps, those things, those you've got to keep working your business while you're also, kind of managing your people. So your business comes first, and then theirs.
All right. We work around our problems without complaining to the team. I mean, we try to keep the most positive vibe possible in our team page. Yes, we have problems with inventory. Yes, the pay plan changed and we were like, oh my gosh. And yes, we have some, product defects, but complaining about them in the team page does no good whatsoever. And that's why it's great for Katie and I, or for anybody, like Katie mentioned earlier, to find a person that you have the same passion and fire and goals, and kind of team up with them, and then use them to like have a little, gripe session, and then you move on. But to keep being angry about inventory and, or if you had a pair of leggings that the seams came out, and just keep talking about it and adding fuel to the fire. I mean, it does nothing. Take those complaints to customer service. They want to hear them, but don't take them and voice them out and about, because it does nothing. So it has been nice having Katie, because we can, oh, this happened or this happened, but then we move on, and, or, the inventory thing, for those of us that were in early on, oh my gosh, you guys, you don't even know. And it's growing pains, and it's still growing pains, but you have to kind of take a positive spin on it and see what you can, we were like, you guys, the business is growing so fast and we have no inventory. Like, that's a good thing. So just try to stay positive and upbeat. If you have a negative attitude, it's just, your business is not going to go anywhere. So keep that smile, stay happy, good vibes.
It's so true. I think we had that conversation. It was like, can you think of somebody that complains constantly that has a really huge business? No, like it really doesn't work. It's not going to work for you. So you've got to turn that frown upside down. And okay, last one. This one I think might be more applicable as your team gets bigger and you start to have to make decisions for not just you, but for your whole team, and start to create, you're creating an organization. You are the CEO of this organization, and it might be small right now, but it's going to be big, especially if you don't leave. And that's really like so exciting, but it's also a lot of responsibility in a way. I don't know how many people are in Monica's downline at this point, but it's over 600. That's a really large group of people. And so when we create trainings and events and looking at the year ahead, we're already looking at 2020, like, okay, where could an event go? Where could this go? And we've got this and that. And like, it's a lot. But the point I'm going to make here is that we stay true to ourselves. And I think that's really, really important as you get bigger, meaning that we've got a certain, we've got certain values that we make sure that we stick to. Like, for example, we are not going to ever incentivize for rep signups, ever. That's not what we do. We do not pay reps to sign up. We do not gift them with things. We do not do any of that. We don't do that. We will never do that because we don't want you to do that. And that is a value that we have and we hold dear. And so, it might be tempting to do it sometimes when you really need that rep or whatever it is, or you need your reps to get reps. But we're just not going to do that. So we've got certain things that we're going to stick to because it's really important to us. I always think, my dad always used to say when I was little, and if I'd have issues with a girl, he'd say, Katie, the cream always rises to the top. And I always think about that when I'm having like one of those dilemmas, like, oh, it'd be so much easier no, the cream always rises to the top. So we always just do what we feel is right and has integrity, and know that that's going to be the best thing for everyone. But in this, you guys, and Monica touched on this too, and she talks about your blinders on, as you create large organizations, you get added to all these different groups and chats, and this team's doing this and this team's doing this, and it can be easy to sort of forget like what your core values are and look side to side and up and down. And so we just try really hard to stay focused on what's best for our team and this team and us, and has our values and that. So just make sure that you stay true to yourself as you grow, and stay humble, stay grounded, and keep your values, the same values you had when you started, you should have once you have a really large team. Okay, that's 11. So that's all we have written down. Do you guys have any questions? You can use the chat. I think that would probably be easier. And Monica, is there anything that you feel like we missed?
I don't think so. I think we hit it all. Just trying to see in the chat if there's anything.
Did I do that? Okay.
No, I think I did that. I was trying to scroll down.
Trying to think if I had anything else I wanted to add.
As far as our corporate team goes, I was going to touch on that. They are, like I said, if you haven't met them yet, I cannot wait for you all to meet them, but they are the most generous, like down to earth people you'll ever meet. And they're conservative with this business. They're not doing anything going out there crazy. They're staying very like I said, very conservative. They know what they're doing. We trust them with everything that we have. We are in good hands. I just want you all to know that, like, they want what's best for us, and they have proven it time and time again. And just being on the trip with them again, gosh, it's just they're wonderful people, and I hope that everybody gets to meet them. And Erin was actually talking about that on the trip. She just said, you know, we were saying, I wonder how much longer you're going to be able to like take pictures with everybody. And she said, you know what, the selfish part of me doesn't want this to get any bigger, because I always want to be able to do that with everybody. And that was just like, oh, you know, and we're like, but you do want this to get bigger. She's like, I do. I truly do. But that's the part that she's going to miss the most, she said, is not being able to like take those pictures and meet everybody and know their names. And Zach's wife, Brenda, who does the reviews, we were talking to, and she was like, oh, I don't know that girl over there. What's her name? And she's like, I hate that. I used to know everybody's name, and now I don't. And that really bothers me. So they're all feeling the growth, but they still want it to feel like family. And I think they will do everything they can to hold on to that. But it's just growing right before their eyes, and they all seem just as shocked as we all do. So it's just really exciting.
Any questions? Was this helpful? Okay, no secret. Just tips.
All right,
all right, everybody. I'll upload it probably in the morning, and feel free to share it. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you.